And these are goat hides?
Yes.
This one is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I got an angle right between the A-frame.
What we're doing, we're just letting it drain a bit. It's super heavy when it's soaked.
Yeah.
Super duper heavy. And I'll transfer it to a bucket. Then we'll transfer it over there because it's throwing a whole lot of debris on the ground.
And skin and fur and
yes, awful.
Well, in that case, I should stand over here somewhere.
Okay.
So, out of curiosity, look at Bob. You didn't. Do you have your scuttling horse? You don't have that.
No, I don't. I have friends that do.
Okay.
I just have it like this. It's easier for me to transport it singularly to take it with me places.
So it's a personal preference. Okay.
Yes. I'm dealing with people that aren't very strong body-wise, and they're able to use their body to actually pull against it. Whereas, they would have to be leaning over a little bit more. Let's make it a little more comfortable for some other things. Yeah, I do want a proper piece of wood and all. I would like to have that. That's what they would have, a big, like half a stump basically. And that they would put the skin over the stump, and then that's the other thing. Having it like this, and having your body here, sometimes they have clothes that they're not wearing aprons.
Right.
Yeah. So the skin's here, and they can put their body here when they do the work.
Okay.
And they're not getting so much slime on them. Yeah, you use your body as the clamp to keep it on the scudder. All right.
As always, keep your mouth closed.
Yes, keep your mouth closed. And the PVC works good too. It actually grabs, just like the wood in the bind.
Yeah.
Now, this is after 3 days. That's how loose it is. I did that with my finger. So I've actually gone in my studio, in the back, way out back, and I take a water hose and I rinse the deer, obviously. Come right out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do that with my hand. And we're going to use a really well-crafted draw knife. It's just a piece of road sign I'm making some shields from, and add some strips on the end. And so that's gotcha.
Well, Munitions Grade Arms down the street is selling cast iron forged draw knives. I didn't look at their pricing, but I just happened to notice they had them.
So how caustic is the line?
That's not.
It wasn't caustic as much as quicklime going in. That's a good question. It'll make your fingers soft and fingernails a little soft. It'll be like that for a day or two if you're going to use bare hands. If you want to use latex gloves, it'll probably protect your fingernails a little bit.
I got latex there.
I got a real dull double bevel on that
Sorry, I
one.
want stuff in your way.
It's real dull. It's super dull. Doesn't need to be sharp.
Yeah.
And I think it'll probably, I don't know, I'm going to try it. See if I can pull a little bit off the other side. It might. Those follicles. I've done a lot of goat. What do you reckon those are? Oh, this yellow stuff? That ends the follicles? What's that? What is that? I'm just curious. That's a curiosity. I don't know what that is. Is that what that is? Okay. By the end of the day, we're gonna have a big pile of fur right here by lunchtime.
As you said, I'm an old rat. None of this is a surprise to me.
can be pretty aggressive with this. You know, you can get on it pretty good. This stuff's pretty durable. Try not to dig in too hard though. Always. And they sometimes, the deer, they have a callus right here. I think it's right in this area. It gets kind of tough sometimes to pull material from there.
Is it because the skin is just tougher there?
I'm thinking it's callus, right?
It's actually because it's a pit. So anytime you've got a connection point for a three-way mobility, it's in the leather trade they call that a pit. The leather is inherently weaker there, but the follicles for some reason run deeper because there is so much wear. So it just becomes a matter of how the skin's, how nature designed the follicles there.
I work in a furniture factory, and we basically, when we do in the leather department, they just cut out the joints and throw them away.
Yeah,
So.
that's not uncommon. Right. It's just going to be, you can see with some of it's one of them out, but it's so much deeper.
Yeah. So it's coming that good. Okay. All right. See? That's why we do these things.
Like I said, I'm an old mill rat.
All right. Yep. Maybe turn it.
Okay.
90-degree angle. And it's really handy to have two people working at the same time.
Oh, don't I know.
Don't worry, Lark. We'll let you and double Love Day get in here on the second one.
Good?
Yeah. Smooth. Put the ends. I'll get this. Work at a speed you're comfortable at. I'm just showing you the pace that you can work at it, if you so choose, when you get a little handier with it.
Oh, and that's the tail. So
Yeah, we'll
that's
cut that
also
out.
gonna be-
Yeah, oh yeah, tails are a nightmare. Out of curiosity, do you have any problems with line blast? Line blast.
That's it.
All right. So it's basically if your skins aren't fleshed out correctly, you'll wind up with kind of a soapy residue on the skin.
Yes, I have that a lot, and all I do is just rinse it. I don't know. I don't clean it as much as I'm sure other people do.
Okay.
Right too. I don't mind the lime being in there. Johannes asked me the same thing yesterday in a different way. I said, what I get when I do the rinse and clean is what I get. I'm not too worried about how much lime is left in it. I don't know that it, and I haven't experienced any deterioration issues because I didn't get all the lime out.
Okay.
So I don't. But is that a problem?
Line blast? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that'll affect adhesion for the scribes,
Okay.
particularly on period pigments.
Okay. Because I'm using when we're doing the prep, I use a lot of sandpaper work. Of course, I'm using sandpaper, and sometimes I'm using the actual tools, like the DA sander and all. And I don't know if that's removing a lot of that stuff that's in the surface. I know there's going to be a lot of lime still left in it, but I try to rinse as much out as I can.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing a neutralizing. But he was talking. He and I were talking on the internet a while back about neutralizing the pH, and he would use something acidic because this is an alkali. The lime is, and that would help with the lime blast. Correct? Is that what?
Yeah, it should. You want to have the prior to the skin going into the bath, you want to have it as fleshed out as possible, removed as much of the fat as you can off that skin, because your lime won't penetrate where the fat is. So in period, to protect their hands, believe it or not, they were using just lard.
They just rub their hands.
Rub their hands, you scoop, and just rub them up a couple times a day. Your hands are incredibly soft afterwards because you've been soaking them in fat all day. But the lime can't penetrate fat, which is how they figured it out. So yeah, if you're having a problem, that comes back to flushing.
So in here, in these areas, you would have.
Yeah, so like right here, that's muscle.
Okay.
Okay, but you mind if I flip it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see if I can find you a spot. Flush this.
I'm not sure. It came from a lady named, I don't know her SCA name, but Claire Jackson is her Facebook.
She did a good job.
I'm sure some of the deer is, I mean, you may find some in the deer.
So like, okay, so where they left the meat up here on the neck, yeah. So like, you're gonna have, I can cut this away.
Yep. And usually I do a lot of that. I'll take some of that meat away because I'm more worried about, or from what I know, I'm worried about the blood that's in this and souring my lime bath. So I'll cut some of that bigger stuff out.
But here's the other half of that equation. If she didn't cut away this meat right here, that's where we're having trouble getting the hair out. Because it can't penetrate it. Because you're still dealing with that fat store that's in that meat. So that area is probably going to be fairly unstable because that's thick.
Gotcha. Maybe we should just cut it away. Once we look at it, once we lay it out.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be bad. But anyway, with Lime Blast, you'll actually wind up seeing it. So rather than this milkiness that you've got, it'll look and feel exactly like soap. Because that's what you're doing, is you're making a very primitive soap.
Right.
So, but that once you have, they call it Lime Blast, because once you've created that in your skin, it'll perpetuate throughout the skin. Very hard to neutralize for the scribes.
Okay.
But you'll also see a super white film develop on the skin as it dries.
Okay. Yeah, I have those.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
So, all right.
Okay.
Flip that back over
Yep.
and keep going.
This is like, for me, he's done a lot of these. This is like I'm geeking out right now. I'm seeing stuff I knew absolutely nothing about. So the Lime Blast, you picked that up in the mill, or is that in Reed's book too?
That's kind of been going back through history. So,
Okay.
it's not only a tanning, it's also a part. So that's one of the beauties about leather.